So come on in a little bit and I'll let you take a look up close at what we've done. We have a 1958 Chevy Apache that we gutted and retrofitted with an all-electric drive system. So the question, I suppose, was what eco features does this truck have? More or less every feature on this truck is an eco feature. First and foremost, the truck is a 1958 Apache. So we've been reusing this truck for the last, I guess, 53 years. Or I guess 48 years. Secondly, we've got all lithium iron phosphate batteries, okay? So they have a very long cycle or duty life. We can get about 3,000 charges out of those batteries, so that should last us about 9 years. Thirdly, we have a very efficient AC drive system, so we have an AC90 motor from Azure Dynamics, which gives us all the power we need as well as regenerative braking capabilities, which saves the amount of charging we need to do. And then thirdly, I guess probably one of the most exciting aspects of this truck is that it's powered entirely by Bullfrog energy, and that's a wind farm, and that puts energy back into the grid. So this is the first wind-powered, zero-emission hot rod in the world, to the best of my knowledge. Well, you know, I think we're at a crossroads. We're right at a very interesting time where the technology is becoming less expensive and more available. We're right on the cusp of it making sense and not making any sense at all, put it that way. Because of the, I guess, difficulties integrating all the various components, it's quite expensive and very time-consuming. It will get less expensive. Nuclear power, nuclear's melting down, gas prices are going up. Electric energy makes more sense, or electric propulsion for cars makes more sense than ever, in my opinion. Just with the price of fuel the way it is now, we're going to be saving about, I'd say about $4,000 a year at $1.33 a liter. So over the next 9 years, we're going to save $40,000 in gas minimum, which about pays for 2 of the battery packs we have in this car. So it more than double pays for the price of the energy source in this car. Well, it's interesting. The hot rod came to be because we have a vintage fleet. We have a retro fleet. We have about, I guess, 9 vehicles now that would fall under that category, and we didn't want to stray away from that. It's very important to our brand and our marketing campaign. What we wanted to do was take an old retro hot rod and make it better. We wanted to take an old 1958 Apache and just improve it. And that very notion fits in nicely with I guess, our brewery's mandate about being a leader in the industry for, I guess, pushing the envelope on green technology and sustainable practices. We have about 12 different things we do at the Roundhouse, which make us a Canadian leader in I guess, green practices and sustainable practices. There are 12 things we're extremely proud of. You can see that Retro Electro down there is number 12. Number 13 is around the corner. So to answer your question, we're always pushing the envelope and developing new ideas, and just to stay on top, to stay ahead of the game and be Canada's best.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help today, Mike.
Thanks for having me.
Talk to you.
Cheers. Thanks a lot.